sign of Aries. Hello, Aries. Aries. Well, Aries, you guys have made a lot of big changes in your lives, I think, over the last month or two. Or I just feel like with so many things happening on the angles, especially when it was Libra season, I think that's when it started. Because now, and there's nothing in Libra, but you have a stellium of planets on the 10th house. That's an angle. You got Chiron in Aries in the first house. That's an angle. And you got the North Node in the fourth house in Cancer. That's an angle. So you've been dealing with some very serious life situations that have been a little stressful. They haven't been that easy for you, but I think it's getting better. I really do. And hopefully you're going to take advantage of the full moon that is coming up tomorrow in Gemini. That's going to fall in your third house. And the third house is a very interesting house because it rolls like local transportation. So when I see it, I right away think of things like cars and buses and trains and bicycles and walking around and just hanging around in your community and talking with people that you know and stuff like that. Also, it could be extended family, like your brothers or sisters or cousins or aunts or uncles or nieces or nephews or anything like that. It could just be neighbors or people in your community that you know and talk to, but you're going to have a full moon there. So it could be that you have some emotional issue that crops up either as of tomorrow or over the next few weeks that deals with those issues. So it could be like traveling, it could be getting from point A to point B, like if you have to take a train or you have to take a bus, and it could be something to do with that, or it could have something to do with your family members or something of that nature, or maybe your neighborhood or something that happened in your community or something of that nature. So please be aware of that. Also, the third house rules communication. So it may well have a lot to do with just talking more and communicating and, just speaking, sending out Christmas cards, all of those types of things. Very third house. And Gemini is the natural ruler of the third house. And so I would think it's coming out in communication or writing or something like that. With the North Node in the fourth house, and you've been dealing with that, all year, it's just emphasis in your home and family life. You may have changed your home and family life over the last few months. You may even have, you know, suddenly it's a whole different thing than it was. I just see that your North Node in the fourth house is making your home life an emphasis for you. And, you're going to do it up big. I think your home life is going to shine. One of the, because it's Cancer, North Node in Cancer. Um, and one of the other things I wanted to mention is that Uranus is in the second house. So your money might be a little all over the place. It's hard to really pin down or count on your money when Uranus is going through the second house. Just be aware of that. That way, nothing comes out of the blue, shocks you, knocks you off your feet because it's not unexpected. Because literally, Uranus in the second house is unexpected events with dealing with money. Okay, so be cautious of that. Also, you've got Chiron, the wounded healer, in the first house, which tells me that there could be some wounds or pains that you're healing that have to do with yourself, your personality, your actual physical self. So, work on those things and heal those wounds and make yourself better. Neptune's in the 12th house. It's the house of self undoing. It just indicates to me someone's doing a lot of smoking or drinking or partying too much or doing sneaky things. Be careful of that. Those are the kind of things that come back to haunt you. As of, let's see, the 20th, I just realized Venus goes into Aquarius, which will be in your house of friends. And so then I think you'll be doing really well with friends, Aries. But a lot of the emphasis in the month is just in the 10th house of Capricorn. That's where most of the emphasis is, because at one point we're going to have, well, we have the sun, we have Jupiter, we have Pluto, Saturn, Venus is going through the 10th now. Mercury is going to be there on the 28th. We got the new moon in the 10th. We're going to have a solar eclipse in the 10th. I mean, that's a lot of stuff happening in the 10th house. My goodness. That is telling me that your career, it's all about your career, Aries. Your career. And if not your career, your image, your reputation, the way people see you, I always say it's the legacy we leave behind. And you, Aries, are really working on building and establishing that right now. And establishing and building are great words for Capricorn, because that's exactly what Capricorn does. They build, they establish, you set the foundation for whatever it is that you want to achieve in your career. If you set that foundation down, anything is possible. Okay? All right. Well, much love and light to you, Aries. May you have a beautiful, wonderful, happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas. Much love and light to you. Blessings. And next, I have